Imagine a grand old house steeped in centuries of history, its walls whispering tales of generations past. Now picture that house not crumbling under the weight of neglect, but deliberately demolished, reduced to rubble by the very family who cherished it. This is the story of Waterhouse Hall and the Grosvenor family, a story of love, loss, and the agonizing decisions faced when preserving the past collides with the realities of the present. The Grosvenor family, known for their vast estates and aristocratic lineage, made the difficult choice to demolish Waterhouse Hall, their ancestral home, in the face of mounting challenges. It was a decision not taken lightly, a decision heavy with sadness and a sense of loss that resonated through the family and beyond. This wasn't just about bricks and mortar, it was about the dismantling of a tangible link to their past, a physical embodiment of their family's story. The decision to demolish Waterhouse Hall was a poignant reminder that even the grandest estates are not immune to the pressures of a changing world. The demolition sent shockwaves through the community and beyond, igniting a debate about the delicate balance between preserving heritage and navigating the complexities of modern life. It served as a stark reminder of the challenges faced by many historic houses in an era of shifting priorities and economic realities. To understand the weight of this decision, we must first delve into the history of the Grosvenor family. Their story is deeply intertwined with the land, their roots stretching back centuries, their lineage woven into the very fabric of British aristocracy. The Grosvenors were not merely residents of grand estates, they were custodians of history, their lives intrinsically linked to the preservation of their ancestral homes. Their story began modestly, their rise to prominence a testament to their business acumen and strategic alliances. Over generations, they amassed vast land holdings, their fortunes growing alongside their influence. They were not just landowners, they were builders and visionaries shaping the landscapes they inherited. Their name became synonymous with London's most prestigious addresses, their mark left on the city's urban landscape. The Grosvenor family's story is a testament to the enduring power of lineage and legacy, their influence woven into the tapestry of British society. Waterhouse Hall was more than just a house. It was a living testament to the Grosvenor family's history. Built in the grand style of its time, it stood as a proud sentinel, bearing witness to centuries of laughter, love, and loss. The house had seen it all. Grand balls and intimate family gatherings, times of prosperity and times of hardship. Each generation left its mark, adding their own chapter to the house's story. Rooms once filled with the music of grand pianos now echoed with the laughter of children, each generation weaving their lives into the fabric of the house. From its soaring ceilings to its sprawling gardens, Waterhouse Hall was a treasure trove of memories, its walls whispering tales of the past. It was a place where history came alive, where the past felt tangible and present. To step inside Waterhouse Hall was to step back in time, to immerse oneself in the grandeur and elegance of a bygone era. Time, however, is a relentless master, and even the grandest estates are not immune to its passage. Waterhouse Hall, once a symbol of prosperity and grandeur, began to show the inevitable signs of age. The weight of centuries had taken its toll, leaving the house vulnerable to the elements. The cost of maintaining such a vast and aging property was staggering, a constant drain on the family's resources. The upkeep of Waterhouse Hall became an increasingly burdensome responsibility, a constant reminder of the financial sacrifices required to preserve the past. Adding to the financial strain was the ever-looming burden of inheritance taxes. These taxes, levied on the transfer of wealth between generations, posed a significant threat to the future of many inherited estates, including Waterhouse Hall. The Grosvenors, like many aristocratic families, faced the daunting prospect of losing a significant portion of their wealth to these taxes, further jeopardizing their ability to maintain their ancestral home. As Section 5, a changing world shifting social landscapes and priorities. The decision to demolish Waterhouse Hall cannot be understood in isolation. It was a symptom of a larger societal shift, a reflection of changing attitudes towards inherited wealth and aristocratic privilege. The post-war era witnessed a decline in deference to traditional hierarchies, a growing emphasis on social mobility and meritocracy. The lifestyles of the aristocracy, once the envy of many, were now viewed by some as outdated and out of touch. The rise of a new social order, fueled by economic prosperity and egalitarian ideals, challenged the traditional power structures that families like the Grosvenors represented. This shift in social attitudes was accompanied by a growing awareness of the challenges faced by ordinary people. The disparities between the haves and the have-nots became increasingly difficult to ignore, leading some to question the fairness of inherited wealth and privilege. The Grosvenors, despite their history of philanthropy and community engagement, found themselves navigating a social climate that was increasingly critical of their privileged position. Section 6. The heart of the matter: difficult choices and financial realities. Faced with mounting financial pressures, changing social tides, and the daunting responsibility of preserving a crumbling heritage, the Grosvenors were forced to confront a heart-wrenching decision. The cost of restoring Waterhouse Hall to its former glory was astronomical, a financial burden that seemed insurmountable. The family explored every avenue, seeking alternative solutions that would allow them to preserve their ancestral home. They considered selling the property, but finding a buyer willing to take on such a costly restoration project proved impossible. In the end, the decision to demolish Waterhouse Hall was driven by a confluence of factors. A perfect storm of financial constraints, social pressures, and the relentless march of time. It was a decision born of necessity, a last resort made with heavy hearts and a profound sense of loss. Section 7 echoes in the dust the loss of Waterhouse Hall and its legacy. The demolition of Waterhouse Hall sent shockwaves through the community and beyond, sparking a debate about the loss of heritage and the challenges of preserving the past. Some criticized the Grosvenors, accusing them of prioritizing profit over preservation, of turning their backs on their heritage. Others sympathized with the family's plight, recognizing the impossible choices they faced in a changing world. The demolition of Waterhouse Hall became a lightning rod for discussions about social responsibility, the role of wealth, and the importance of preserving our shared history. Despite the controversy, the loss of Waterhouse Hall served as a stark reminder of the fragility of our heritage. It highlighted the need for greater support for historic preservation efforts, for a collective commitment to safeguarding our past for future generations. Section 8. A cautionary tale: preserving the past for future generations. The story of Waterhouse Hall is a cautionary tale, a reminder that even the grandest estates are not immune to the pressures of a changing world. It underscores the importance of proactive preservation, of finding sustainable solutions that balance the needs of the present with the preservation of the past. This story is not unique to the Grosvenors. It is a story repeated across Britain and beyond, as families grapple with the challenges of maintaining their ancestral homes in the face of mounting costs and changing social landscapes. The loss of Waterhouse Hall and other historic houses like it should serve as a wake-up call, a reminder that our heritage is precious and irreplaceable. We must work together to find solutions, to ensure that future generations have the opportunity to connect with their past, to learn from the stories etched in the walls of these historic homes. The preservation of our heritage is not just about safeguarding bricks and mortar. It is about preserving the soul of a nation, the stories that shape our identity and connect us to the past.